Alright. Load us on in. Now the question is, do we start from the autosave or Fart 2.0? I think the autosave is going to be better because Fart 2.0 is after manipulating the puzzle for a little bit. Yes, send us directly to the dreamland.
You are a most unusual traveler, my friend.
You have no idea.
The vision you witnessed here last time served you well. Yet still you see Dream as dark and slightly dangerous. Why?
Because
I
they be
see the
sucking
answer
people's
in
brains
your
out.
need. You are not just looking for visions this time. You seek the very memories themselves. The one you know as Yisha is still here. She's been unable to return to her waking mind because her connection with it was severed prematurely. Come, I will take you to her.
Can you be less bright?
Yet the
Thank you.
strands of Dream are shifting, even as we approach. I sense the connection reopening. So when we reach her... Interloper! That traveler has no guide. He's using Yisha's memories to remain anchored in Dream. Otherwise, he would be lost and quickly crushed amid Dream's constantly shifting waves of possibility. Why is she not aware?
Like how Cirrus is being represented by a parasitic
There.
bug.
Do you see the anchors he's using? They are very powerful memories, which both Yisha and the Traveler have in common. Somehow he's jumbled them up and is using the confusion to hide himself from her. She cannot return to a waking mind while he is attached.
I know, right?
You can release her. By entering both memories and replaying them correctly, you may startle the Traveler enough so that he reveals himself.
Not gonna
I'll
lie,
send you into the first one now.
every time
Your return.
this guy refers to people as travelers, I immediately think of Ghostbusters.
I'll tell them to when I link home.
Okay, so we're looking for
They break so easily.
the correct order here.
Daddy's really good at chess.
And this is the first one.
Well,
Right. I'd like to, sis, but I don't have...
you can make one, just like you made my spirit guide. I'll tell them to when I link home.
They break so easily. That way I'll never be able to...
You should play him.
Okay. So what I need to know is how this is going to work.
They break so easily.
So I feel like there needs to be X amount of memories at each one.
They break so...
I know we need this one. This one is the first one.
Daddy's really good at chess.
And then it's, I think,
You should play him.
I could, but it's really hard to carve figurines that small.
no, that's not it.
That way I'll never be able to... Right. And
Well,
I'd like to, sis, but I don't have a chess set.
There we go. So we need to shuffle things around so these memories are in the right order. I think part of the problem is when we grab, top one goes on to bottom.
You can make one, just like you made my spirit guide. You should play him.
I could. I
Oh,
could, but it's really.
The problem quickly becomes how to get these in the proper order. So now we have
Daddy's really good at chess. You should play him. You can make
other-
one, just like you made my spirit guide.
the other issue is, do these memories have to be in a certain order in front of these? Like, do these two have to be here?
Right. And I could, but it's really hard to carve.
Well,
They break so easily. That way I'll never be. I'd like to, sis, but I don't have a chess
Okay, so
set.
we need yellow next. And fortunately, that hits the correct order. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is where we need
Daddy's
these.
really good at chess. You should play him.
I'd like to, sis, but I don't have a chess set.
And I feel like these need to go here, but
You can make one, just like you made my spirit.
okay.
Daddy's really good at chess. You should play him.
I'd like to, sis, but I don't have a chess set.
You can make one, just like you made my spirit guide.
Then we need
That way I'll never be able to.
I'll tell them to when I link home.
Ha! Right. And I suppose you'll tell them to make it out of the same. I could, but it's really hard to carve figurines that small.
I don't think there's anything, in between.
I could. I could, but it's really hard to carve figurines that small.
Next, we're looking for
That way I'll never be able. They break so easily.
that one.
I'll tell.
They break so easily. That way I'll never be able.
I'll tell them to when I link home. Well, maybe Mom and Dad could give you a set as a present.
Okay, so the next one.
Well,
Okay. This one, I feel like, has to go
Well-
here.
maybe Mom and Dad could give you a set.
Which means we got a reaction when we had the first, I think, 3 here. So let's see if we can shuffle them.
I'd like.
Problem is, we can't, like, just repeatedly put down the ones we want here. Like, I can't just, like, dump them in the right order. Which is, unfortunate. This is gonna make this shit real fucking hard. Okay. Yep, now that's gonna fade because it's not in the right order. Oh no, we're back at the fucking chess set. Okay. So we're gonna do this.
You should.
Okay. So we have that there.
I'd like to, sis, but I don't have.
Okay. And then this one lights up this one. And this one is...
Well, maybe Mom and Dad could give you a set as a present.
Okay. So what we need to do is get...
They break so easily.
What's the last one here?
I'd like to, sis, but I don't have a chest.
Okay, so we need...
I could, but it's really hard to carve.
You can make one, just like you made my spirit gun.
Ha! Right. And I suppose you'll tell them to.
You can make one, just like you.
They break so easily.
You can make one.
Dump this one here for now. This one is just going to be our grab bag for the time being.
You can. You can make. Well, maybe Mom and Dad.
We have to do that. We have to switch that out last. Okay.
They break so easily.
Now this one's going to take a second.
Right. And I suppose you'll tell them to. I could, but it's really hard to carve figurines that small. They break so easily.
Okay, so we have... You can make
You
one
can
here.
make one, just like you.
So we need to get this one
I
first.
could, but it's really hard to carve.
And then this one.
They break so easily.
And then we move this one over to here.
I could, but it's.
So let's do that. 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 And that. So this should be the right order.
You can make one, just like you...
I could, but it's really hard to carve figurines that small. They break so easily.
And then this one.
Well, maybe Mom and Dad could give you a set as a present.
Okay.
I'll tell them to when I link home.
This one's lighting up, though.
That way I'll never be able to break it. Ha! Right. And I suppose you'll tell them to make it out of the same rock as this chamber.
Let's see.
Well, maybe Mom and Dad could give you a set as a present.
Ha! Right. And I suppose you'll tell them to make it out of the same rock as this chamber. That way I'll never be able to break it.
I'll tell them to when I link home.
I need to know if this also works over here. No.
That way I'll never be.
Well, first things first, let's shift these over. So I can shift this one over. And then realize we have a problem. Because I can't put this fucking thing down. Okay. This is what's going to make me cry. Okay.
You can make one, just like you made my...
I could, but it's really hard.
Well...
I could. That way I'll never be.
Alright. So this is correct. Yes, there we go.
Well...
So we have that, and that.
I'll tell them to when I link home.
This lights up this one.
That way. Ha! Right. And I suppose you'll tell them to make it out of the same rock as this chamber. That way I'll never be able to break it.
So I think what we want to do here is first this one like this. And that one. Like that.
That.
And see if this lights up. Yes. I don't know why the order is
Dad
like
is
that.
really good at chess.
But
You should play him.
I'd like to, sis, but I don't have a chess set.
You can make one, just like you made my spirit guide.
I could, but it's really hard to carve figurines that small. They break so easily.
Well, maybe Mom and Dad could give you a set as a present. I'll tell them to when I link home.
Ah, okay. So I just had those.
Right. And I suppose you'll tell them to make it out of the same rock as this chamber. That way I'll never be able to break it.
I figured Yisha's response, I'll tell them to when I link home, was the last thing.
It's working.
Because I feel like those two could have been interchanged. And still make
Things move
sense.
swiftly. The Traveler knows what you're doing and will try to impede you. Go.
Okay.
Father and Mother will teach you the art. See how round and smooth and empty it is? And everything that's you will be sucked out of your body.
Gotta love that. Okay.
Then I'll put my new memories back in my body, and no one will be able to stop me. See this globe, little sister? Father and Mother will Of course, I'll kill them as soon as I know how to write ages. Lights will go on, never knowing it's really me who's doing the learning. When I turn this switch, the chair you're sitting in will activate, leaving behind the perfect disguise for me to step into.
Okay. So what do we think is the first?
See how round and smooth and empty it is? And everything that's you will be sucked. Then I'll put my new memories. See this globe, little sister?
Potentially.
See this globe, little sister? See how round and smooth and empty it is? Leaving behind the perfect. When I turn this switch, the chair you're sitting in will activate, never knowing it's real. Leaving behind the perfect disguise for me.
No.
Father.
No.
See this globe, little sister? Then I'll put my new memories back in my body, and everything that's you. And everything that's you will be sucked out of your body. Then I'll put my new memories back in my body, and no one.
Okay, that's the last one.
Of course, I'll kill them as soon as I know how. Lights will go on. Never knowing it's really me. When I turn this switch, the chair. Leaving behind the perfect disguise for me to step into.
Okay. We're starting to get an idea here.
See how round and smooth. And everything that's you.
I feel like
See this globe, little sister?
these two
See how round and smooth and empty it is?
are probably going to be associated with this one.
Lights will go on. Of course, I'll kill them as soon as I know how to write ages.
Alright. For the time being, let's
See how round and smooth and empty it is? And
stick the top one here.
And everything that's... See this globe, little sister? See this?
Okay, see this globe. Check out my globe.
Then I'll put my new memory and everything that's... Lights will go on. Father, see how round and smooth and empty it is?
Okay. This is where we run into a small problem. Because that's going to go there. But we'll figure this out.
Never.
One, two, three, four. Okay, I think this will work. Okay. I don't know what order these are going in, but I think it's like all the things about the globe gonna go together. All things about the chair together in order.
When I turn this switch, the chair you're sitting in will activate. Never knowing it's real. Lights will go on.
Honestly, I think this is going to go here.
Then I'll put my new memories back. Never knowing it's really me who's doing the learning.
Okay, so this is going to go on the book. As is this one.
Father and mother will teach you the art.
Because this is what comes after that.
Knowing it's really me who's doing the learning. And everything that's you will be sucked out of your body.
Okay, so this is going to go with the chair.
Leaving behind the perfect disguise for me to step into.
Okay, so this is going to go... We need this on the bottom. Over here. And we need to make sure we time this correctly. Which I think we have. Ah, shit. Okay. Oh well.
Of course, I'll kill them as soon as I know how. Never knowing it's really me who's doing the learning.
Unfortunate that we have to do some...
Then I'll
okay.
put my new memories back in my...
This will be fine. Just gonna take some back and forth here.
Father.
I don't want to go too far. Okay. So I definitely don't want to, like, try to redo all that.
Father.
We are so close, and yet so far.
Oh.
And I really wish we could double up, like right now. Because that's the order it needs to be in. This yellow one needs to go there. But we are stuck in hell. Okay. You know what? Stick this over here for now. So we can at least get this in the right order. Then we can worry about the next one. And hopefully the fact that there's less of them here will work out in our favor.
See how?
Indeed it will. It's going to
See how
take a cycle.
round
It's going to take a cycle, but I think we can do this. And we take this one, slap it on the bottom.
See this?
Put this here. Like this. And then we are back in business.
See this globe, little sister? See how round and smooth and empty it is? When I turn this switch, the chair you're sitting in will activate. Lights will go on. And everything that's you will be sucked out of your body, leaving behind the perfect disguise for me to step into. Father and mother will teach you the art, never knowing it's really me who's doing the learning. Of course, I'll kill them as soon as I know how to write ages. Then I'll put my new memories back in my body, and no one will be able to stop me.
Excuse me while I evil monologue. Oh, only took two memories. That's all it took. So it happens when you lead with your evil monologue.
She's free. You have done well, traveler. The one you know as Yisha has rediscovered her waking mind. Even now, she begins to return there. The interloper cannot follow her. The strands of dream close in on him, and without a guide to shield him, he will be completely crushed under their weight.
Oh yay, murder.
Return now to your waking life, until the next time you wish to travel in dream.
I live! Okay.
We did it. The transfer worked. We saved Yisha. Don't look so surprised. The life stone had to be inserted directly into the shrine. Otherwise it wouldn't have worked. The only way to do that was to break the glass that contained the guests. Of course, that made it kind of lethal. Better this way. All the things I did. Cirrus is dead. It's over. Everything's gonna be okay, little sis. It's gonna be
Aside
okay.
from I'm about to fucking die.
It's gonna be okay.
My friend. Seems I'm always thanking you.
Thanks for killing my sons.
Catherine has taken Isha to Tay. She's all right. She really is a strong little girl. But she's gonna need time.
Really made things simple for me.
She
Don't
loved
have
to
to
hang
debate
out.
whether or not they're ready to get out of prison.
Cirrus very much. God, this is hard. It's as if a door inside me is closed despite everything I've done to keep it open. But in a way, maybe that's good. My sons may be gone, but my daughter is safe. And now Catherine and I can give her all the love and attention she'll need to move on with her life. Just as we must move on with ours. Endings are just another form of beginning, I guess. And the harder an end is to face, the more hope we bring with us to the next beginning.
What you gonna do? Had to kill my kids. Was it really such a loss? I turned them into genocidal war criminals. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just have to let your kids die. The true villain of the series continues to live through the end of the games. What horrifying mess will he make for Mist 5? Oh. I'm legit just gonna mute this. Because I have no idea if this is like a real song. And I haven't gone back and checked the VOD from last time to see if it got muted or not. I'm curious. Bring me to my content. Exactly. Okay. No, pause. Thank you. I don't need to watch my own VOD. I just am. It doesn't look like the last VOD got muted. So, you're loud. You're allowed to have the music. I guess I could look at the credits here. Okay. I enjoyed this one. Beyond, you know, our usual recurring complaints about Atrus. But that's just, like, part of the game for me, you know? Atrus is a piece of shit. With, like, zero self-reflection. Just absolute no ability to look at his own actions in the context of its results and consequences. Just zero ability to onboard his own culpability in the shit that has happened. And yet we keep bailing him out. Well, I mean, you know, it's hard to compare this one to, you know, having Brad Dourif going, you know, full scenery chewing. Ooh, okay. I always forget about that aspect of these games. Exactly. There we go. Missed 4. Be interesting to see where 5 goes, because up to this point, each of the games has been directly related to Atrus family drama. 1, the setup is the two sons trapped in their prison books, and then Atrus trapped in his own book, unable to get back. And, you know, figuring out that neither of them are, you know, being straight with you. Neither of the sons, rather. Exactly. It's true. There is still one more kid. And then, yeah, Miss 2 is rescuing Atrus's wife from his dad and doing a little patricide by proxy. And then Miss 3 is dealing with the direct consequences of Atrus's kids doing war crimes. With Brad Dourif trying to get revenge on Atrus for destroying his kids, destroying his world, and like stealing him away from his family. And then obviously this one deals with Atrus trying to see if his kids are reformed war criminals, and I do think Akinar gets let way off the hook here. It's a Darth Vader redemption arc where he has the heel turn right at the end and like does no like actual work towards reparation, and it just immediately dies after doing one good thing. Which is not what you would call a fulfilling redemption arc. Granted, I've only seen a good redemption arc pulled off a couple of times, and one of them was Avatar: The Last Airbender. But you are right. There's still two family members that Atrus can lead to their deaths through his own incompetence and lack of reflection. Yes. Like, his arc spans like pretty much the entire show, and it's great. But we have reached the end